Today, I'm going to do something that I never do, make a prediction about a popular show. I am making a prediction about The Chosen Season 3. Welcome to Celebration State, where we help Christian creatives to grow in their creativity and in their love for God as well. This might seem a little off topic for us today, but the theatrical arts are definitely part of the arts. It might be an overlooked part of the arts in the sense of building up, strengthening, encouraging, teaching Christians who are involved in that sphere of the arts to grow in wisdom and to steward the influence that they have in those areas that might be overlooked, possibly. I think that what we really like to do for people that are involved in this sphere of the arts is to be critical of them and is to attack them when they make mistakes. Now, while those mistakes might be really wrong and really bad, I think that the reason why these mistakes are happening is because there is such this overlooking of people that are involved in this sphere of the arts. And so I hope that in the future on this channel, we'll be able to strengthen and encourage the believers who are involved in the theatrical arts more and more. So I hope to be doing that in the future. If you have ideas on how to do that, please let me know down in the comments. Now, The Chosen series is a show that has controversies attached to it. And you may have your opinions about whether it's a good show, whether it's a wholesome show. You may have your opinions about that. And all of those may be valid. I don't know. Maybe we'll have to sit down for coffee one day and we can talk it out. And I can share with you my perspective on The Chosen, which I'm actually not even going to share with you today, whether I like it or not. What I want to talk to you guys about today is that I saw the trailer for season 3 and I noticed something that was something that I had researched for my painting right here behind me. And it is my prediction that they are trying to depict historically what I found to be true in my research of the scriptures as well. So we're not going to watch the whole trailer. I just want to start it around near the 2-minute marker, and then I'll freeze frame it on the part that I wanted to talk to you about.
Mount, we are still Rome.
Everyone then who hears these words of mine.
Now, do you see what she's grabbing onto? This is a woman's hand, I believe, grabbing on to this tassel. And I believe, this is my prediction, that they are trying to depict this scene, which is the woman with the issue of blood grabbing on to Jesus's clothes to receive her healing. So why did I paint this woman grabbing on to this tassel? And why do I believe that they're showing that in the series? Now, if you look at 2 of the places in scripture where it talks about the woman being healed or other people being healed by grabbing on to garments, it uses this word, which is a Greek word. I'm not going to try to pronounce it because I'm pretty sure I'm going to get it wrong because I don't know the accent. It has been translated as hem of the garment, but it actually means a border, a tassel, a fringe, an edge, a corner. So if you are familiar with Jewish culture, if you saw something that said the woman grabbed the tassel of his garment, you would know exactly to what that was referring. Because Jesus, he was born Jewish, and not only that, but he fulfilled every law. And if you look at the law in the book of Numbers, it tells the Jewish people to wear these tassels on the corners of their garments. So Jesus would have been wearing these tassels. I'm told that the word specifically in the law that was used to refer to these tassels is tzitzit, and I probably said that wrong too, so please forgive me. I had to actually consult my old pastor because he was raised Jewish, and I consult him from time to time when I am trying to figure out what it would have looked like when I'm trying to paint my biblical illustration portrait paintings. Now, I want to be honest with you, not every passage that refers to the woman with the issue of blood being healed uses the word tassel, this Greek word, which could mean tassel. In Mark in particular, it just says his garment or his outer cloak. So it is not definitive, and this is not necessarily a hill I want to die on, But it could be what happened. This could be what she grabbed onto to receive her healing. Now, whatever you think about The Chosen show, you have to admit that it seems like they're trying really hard to present the show with historical accuracy. They're trying to help you understand the Jewish context, maybe even a little bit of the Roman context, to see what that could have looked like, what it could have felt like, based on the best facts that we have right now. This really could have been what that scenario looked like. And so this painting that I made is called God's Path. And what the painting is about, as I mentioned, is this woman who has pursued every other avenue of healing that she possibly could. And she decides to herself one day, if I can just touch the hem of his garment, then I will be healed. Now, it was against the rules for her to even be there because she would have been considered unclean because she had an issue of blood. We don't really know what that meant, but it was a bad issue and it persisted for a long time. So she would have been considered unclean, even though she was supposed to be a rich woman. She would not have been allowed where everyone else was. And what really strikes me about this woman and this painting is that the path of faith, God's path, is often a really hard one. And it's a path that people around you do not often understand, unfortunately. And so she had to push past all of that to get close to Jesus, to get close enough to him to receive her healing. And Jesus commended her. He said after that, he said, your faith has healed you. Go in peace and be free from your suffering. So I just love this story. And I was just so amazed that they were showing that on The Chosen. And that is my prediction. Comment down below if you think I'm wrong. That's totally fine. And here's what I'm not saying in this video. I'm not saying that all believers, all Christians now need to go back to wearing these tzitzit because this is where the magic healing power of God is. I'm not saying that. It was actually not the tassel that was the important part. The important part was the power of God that was present in Jesus, because Jesus, being fully God and fully man, had unity with the Father. And so when she touched even his clothes, the power that was in him came out and onto her and completely healed her from something that she hadn't been able to be healed for in so long. That is the point of this painting, and I'm sure that that is going to be the point of that moment on the show too. If you are a Christian creative in any sphere of creativity, I'm talking acting, I'm talking sculpting, I'm talking dancing. If you are a Christian creative and you want to be encouraged toward your creativity, toward your love for God, please consider subscribing to this channel and liking this video and even sharing it. It really helps us out a lot. Thanks so much for watching. Be so blessed.